I'm going to do a full range test on the Segway F3 with external battery. I've already installed it. I've done a separate video on that. You guys could see the batteries at 100% for both internal and external. I'm going to track it and we're going to see how much range we actually get. I've already done a video without the external battery, so I'll leave that down in the description box below. Let's get started. So, and my guess is going to be I'm going to get 30 miles of range on the Segway F3 with the external battery. That's my guess. If you guys want to take a guess, let me know in the comment sections below. Let's find out. All right, measurements are in kilometers. Normally I do it in miles, but I'm gonna do it in kilometers this time, just for kicks, and then we'll move back to miles next time. So 32 kilometers, I believe, is 20 miles. So that's the top speed of the scooter. And I got a recording, so we got 0.28 kilometers, 0.3 kilometers right here, and we're gonna see how far we actually get. I also have the trip odometer on the bottom as well, so double checking on both, basically. So in case you guys are wondering, I am a little over 200 pounds with my gear and everything, and this time I do happen to have mirrors and the phone, so maybe like a tad bit less aerodynamic. So according to the phone, I'm going 31.4 kilometers, 31.7, where the Segway is saying 32. So it's pretty close. Let's see how long it's gonna take too. So it's almost 2 o'clock. Let's see when I finish, how long it'll take to finish. Another reason for this range test is it's a good way to test out the battery's capacity. Not just in terms of capacity, sorry. I meant like just riding the scooter non-stop. If the motor is going to handle it, you know, with the extra range, because now it is going to go further. Also, there is a little more weight to it because now the external battery's on the scooter as well. But I think Segway took that into account. So the advertised is on the F3, you get up to 18.5 miles of range. On the Max G3, you get up to 12 miles of range. And on the heavier GT3, you get up to 9 miles of range. So this is the lightest scooter of the bunch. And it makes sense that, and it also goes the slowest as well. So the top speed is 20 miles an hour or 32 kilometers an hour, whereas the Max G3 is faster. And then you also have the GT3 is faster than the Max G3 in terms of top speed. So internal is down to 95, external is down to 97, and I've gone over 2 kilometers, 2.1 kilometers. All right, I do like the side mirrors. I'm used to kind of just turning my head because none of my scooters have it. But just like on a car, it's easier to see if there's someone approaching, which is nice. Oh, we're going 34 because it's a downhill. 34 kilometers. Brakes are good too on this thing. Easy peasy. So in terms of foot placement, I could feel the battery. And let me see if I can show my feet, if you guys can see that with the GoPro. I could feel the battery. So, I mean, it is something that's there. That's how I normally place my foot, but it's not too bad. I mean, I could still place my foot comfortably because I do like my foot sticks out a little bit. That's just my natural stance on scooters, me personally. All right, so the battery's at 86% internal, 85% external, and we've gone 6.8 kilometers. This is more of a portable scooter. It's pretty lightweight, fits in the trunk pretty easily of my Model 3. Obviously would fit in the Model Y even more easily, and especially in the F-150. So, but it does fit in decent sized trunks like the Model 3. Obviously folded. And it's pretty comfortable, so it's not, I'm not going to say it's like the smoothest scooter in the world. It's not. There are smoother scooters. It's definitely not the fastest scooter, but it's more of like a chill scooter where you just kind of go to the store, come back, go to the library, you know, do what needs to be done, like quick distances, short distances, you know, short commutes like to work would also be a good choice for this as well. All right, so internals at 80%, externals at 81%, and we've gone 9.5 kilometers basically. According to the scooter, we've got 9.7, but according to the GPS, it's 9.5. It's a good thing that the internal and external battery are working together. They're going down at the same time. I feel like by doing it that way, the battery would get less hot. I feel like it's better for thermals because it's being shared across two different batteries, so the temperature should stay cooler, which probably also helps a little more with range, just a little bit, I would imagine. What do you guys think? By the way, the tires are pumped to 55 psi cold. I mean, it might be a little bit less than that by the time I take out the pump, but I did pump it. In case you guys are wondering, I did remember to pump the tires. So far so good. We've gone 15 kilometers, and internals at 71%, externals at 72%. Yeah, but this area that I ride in, it's a pretty hilly area. I mean, it's like constant hills, up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, nothing like crazy yet, but it's just been a lot of like hills. There's not a whole lot of flats, unless I take it to a track and just go around in a circle for a very long time. But I like this test because it's very realistic. So, and if you don't live in a hilly area, you can expect to get more range if you weigh as much as me or weigh less. If you weigh less than me and you're in the flats, you can expect even more range, because the more hills you go up, the heavier you weigh, the less range you're going to get, and obviously the faster you travel, the less range you're going to get as well. According to the scooter, we've gone 20.2, but according to the GPS app, we've gone 19.7. So, and we're at 60% internal, 63% external. Okay, we're at 48% internal, 57% external, and we've gone 23.5 kilometers. According to the scooter, we've gone 24.2 kilometers. All right, this is that infamous hill that most scooters suffer up this hill. Something about this hill that can't go up this hill.
12 seconds later.
All right, we'll subtract a little bit from that. So now the internal battery, well, a little while ago, the internal battery is going down faster than the external. So we're at 38% internal, 50% external, and we've gone almost 26 kilometers. So I'm gonna say almost because I walked it up the hill a little bit. So I mean, I could just continue to report these numbers, and then at the end I can just, you know, subtract just a little bit. We're going up another hill, but it's doing much better on this one. The other one is a more difficult uphill, the one that I couldn't do. This one is pretty lengthy, decently inclined, but not super inclined like the other one. So we're at 31% internal, 46% external, and we've gone 28.8 kilometers, a little less than that. All right, I've been riding for an hour and a half. I've gone roughly 37.5 kilometers, 11% internal battery, 31% external. Wow, I've been riding for an hour and 45 minutes. 41.7 roughly, a little bit less than that, and kilometers, and we're at 11% battery, 23% external battery. All right, now the external battery is catching up to the internal battery. So the internal's at 10% and the external's at 12%, and we've gone a little over 45 kilometers. According to the scooter, we've gone 47 kilometers, but according to the GPS, we're closer to 46. All right, so now the external is even lower. So internal's at 8%, external's at 4%. I've been going for over 2 hours now, and we did pass 48 kilometers. All right, 49 kilometers. 1% external, 8% internal. Internal went to 9% for a quick second, but yeah, we're at 8% internal. External's been at 0 now, and we're close to 51 kilometers roughly. According to the scooter, we're at 52 kilometers. Interesting, now it's just showing one battery at 7%. It's no longer showing internal, external. 1%, 53 kilometers. Been riding for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Other than making a few stops at red lights and things of that nature, scooter has been going, and really the only thing that it couldn't do was that one heavier hill, and probably because the motor was probably hot by the time I got there. But other than that, it's been doing fine, and went over 53 kilometers. That's actually pretty impressive. It's done. Battery runs out in 1. Done. Just finished a range test, got 54.4 kilometers, which is 33.8 miles. Full range test from 100% down to 0. In my other video with the Segway F3, just by itself, I got 19.2 miles. So 33.8 minus 19.2 gives us 14.6 miles just off the extended battery, which is pretty good for weighing a little over 200 pounds, which is 92 93 kilos. And I climbed 376.4 meters during this test. So overall did fairly well. If you're lighter than me, if you're gonna do flats, it should fare better in your situation. So there it is, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button. Catch you guys in the next one.